75th birthday of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We are going back to these pictures coming in from Dhar in MP, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is. Remember this visit that coincides with Prime Minister's 75th birthday, and a larger aim of this visit is to inaugurate and launch several key initiatives spanning health, nutrition, tribal welfare and industry. Prime Minister Narendra Modi just concluded that huge roadshow where lakhs and lakhs of people had gathered to catch a glimpse of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And here he is to launch the Swasth Nani Shastak Parivar and the 8th Rashtriya Poshan Maha campaigns in Dhar. Now, these campaigns that have been organized, where as part of this, more than 1 lakh health camps have been put out across Ayushman Arogya Mandirs, community health centers, district hospitals and other government facilities. And remember, this campaign will continue till the 2nd of October. As part of this campaign, they will conduct blood donation drives, enroll beneficiaries and even provide Ayush services, including yoga sessions. Donors will be registered on the portal. Prime Minister Modi will reportedly transfer funds under the Pradhan, Mantri, Matru, Vandana Yojana, where funds will be transferred directly into the bank accounts of nearly 10 lakh women. This marking a historic day in Dhar, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lay the foundation stone of the country's first PM Mitra Park here, the park that is expected to give a new boost to the textile industry of MP and create nearly 3 lakh new job opportunities for the youth. Prime Minister will also launch major initiatives like I just mentioned. Let me also take this to my colleague Aishwarya Paliwal, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi has just stepped on the dais, waving out to the huge crowds that have come in to listen in from Prime Minister Modi.
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का उनके जन्मदिवस के शुभ अवसर पर स्वागत करें।
Swesha, we have now seen how Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and not just Prime Minister Narendra Modi, let me tell you, all the union ministers, they are now making sure that they are contributing today, because that is something that was very, very clear from the Bharatiya Janata Party and from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that today is the day when it is Prime Minister's 75th birthday, when you need to give back. So that's the idea that we are seeing, and this is just not just one state, but across the state. Even in the national capital, we are seeing how the top union ministers are making sure that they're either donating blood or they are speaking with the people, telling them what exactly the government has done. And also a lot of many schemes, the smaller schemes, they actually are now being looked at and are now being inaugurated by various ministers across the state. Giving back, that has been the focus of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and that is exactly what BJP also at the moment, Suresha, is looking at doing. This is known as Seva Pakhwara. This is what they are saying the entire week will now go, and most of the ministers have in fact been asked that you need to go back, connect with the people, tell them what the government has done, and if there are some things that the people want from the government, that those things should also be highlighted.
Completely agree, and just how Prime Minister is reaching out to so many people, from inaugurating development projects to organizing a health campaign to financial assistance that is being provided to lakhs and lakhs of women, to development projects like I mentioned, to job creation. So in that sense, a very well thought of plan that is being put out for the people of Madhya Pradesh and Dhar at the moment.
Well, Srisha, if you've also seen the article which came out very, very clearly, the RSS also at the moment now pointing towards the fact that it is Prime Minister Narendra Modi who's made sure that, ever since he was almost 20 years old, he's made sure that he's given back to the nation. And that's what we are now seeing happening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also making sure that the park is being opened up, and also women. The BJP, let me tell you, Swesha, since 2014 has been coming up with many, many schemes for women, and that is exactly what we are seeing being done today also.
Continue talking to us, Aishwarya, because Prime Minister receiving that warm welcome, and of course he's being felicitated on the dais. Prime Minister being gifted that special statue, and in a while from now he will also be addressing the huge crowds that have gathered in Dhar, coming to listen to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Just look at those pictures, Aishwarya, and how many people who've come out there for this big event that has been organized coinciding with Prime Minister's 75th birthday, and the huge cheers that come in as Prime Minister Narendra Modi is being felicitated as a mark of honor on the dais at this moment. being gifted that deity, and as a mark of symbolism, Prime Minister
वेशभूषा और शस्त्र
receiving
भेंट
that
करके
gift
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का
in
स्वागत
front
किया
of
जा
the
रहा है।
people of Dhar.
और अब हमारे बीच एएनएम दीदी श्रीमती लीला बालोद ग्राम जिला धार से हैं, जो कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को एक खूबसूरत सी तस्वीर भेंट करेंगी। स्वस्थ नारी सशक्त परिवार की अवधारणा को प्रस्तुत करती मां शिशु की मुस्कुराती हुई ये जीवंत तस्वीर है। सुश्री शीतल बघेल माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को अब आदिवासी परंपराओं को सहेजे हुए टोकरी भेंट करेंगी, जिसे बोलनी कहा जाता है। फ्रेम और शीशे से जड़ित ये टोकरी है।
All right, there you see those loud cheers coming in from the crowds. Prime
और
Minister
अब कुमारी
Narendra Modi
प्रिया
on the
बघेल
dais
ग्राम
being
कार्य पुस्तिका
felicitated,
एवं
and
विजन
this as he
2030 की
launches the
पुस्तिका
Swasth Nani
माननीय
Shastak
प्रधानमंत्री
Parivar
जी को
and
भेंट
Rashtriya
करेंगी।
Poshan Maha campaign at Dhar in Madhya Pradesh to support pregnant and lactating women. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launching the Swasth Nani Shastak Parivar Abhiyan and the 8th Rashtriya Poshan Maha campaign in Dhar. He will also inaugurate the Adi Seva Parv in the state. Prime Minister is also set to lay the foundation stone for India's first PM Mitra Park in the village of
बहुत-बहुत
Bhaisola
धन्यवाद
in
माननीय
Dhar
प्रधानमंत्री
district.
जी। सादर निवेदन माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी से कि वे अपना आसन ग्रहण करें। और अब हम निवेदन करने जा रहे हैं, जो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में मध्य प्रदेश की प्रगति और जन कल्याण के
Prime Minister
संकल्पों
Narendra
को
Modi
नई
will be
दिशा दे रहे
addressing the
हैं।
crowds in a short
ऐसे
while from
मध्य
now. I want to
प्रदेश
bring
के
in my
हमारे
colleague Aishwarya
विकासशील
Paliwal, who continues to stay with us on the broadcast to talk about the women outreach of the many plans for Madhya Pradesh. Like we were talking from how Prime Minister is launching this particular campaign for pregnant and lactating women, to development projects, to job creation, to the tribal outreach, to even the park that is to be inaugurated in Bhaisola village, the PM Mitra Park. Aishwarya.
Well, Suresha, we have seen from 2014 how with each election, the women participation has in fact increased. And this is a block that the Bharatiya Janata Party, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, because of his personal appeal, has made sure that the women voters always stay on the side of the Bharatiya Janata Party. We have seen the other parties also try to woo women voters, but data almost very clearly, state after state, the election after election, clearly pointing to us the fact that the women across all the states favor BJP and personally favor Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So that is something that BJP has been speaking about and has been working on over the past many days. If you would have seen the Lakh scheme, where the women of the house, they are the ones who are now getting money directly into their bank accounts. If you look at the drone DD scheme, which came out, making sure that the women are being empowered. In fact, it is the Bharatiya Janata Party which made sure that there are women which also come to the front, come to the forefront, and also, make sure that they take part in the army, in the navy, in the air force. So those are the kind of things that we have seen the Bharatiya Janata Party do. Prime Minister Narendra Modi almost every time has been at the forefront of this, and that is an example of what you are seeing, choosing today, choosing his birthday to make sure that he comes out with another scheme for women, giving out a very clear message, also telling the women across the country that it's the BJP, it's the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, they are the ones who are standing with them. And Swesha, let us also not forget the crucial Bihar elections. We have seen how women in Bihar over the past many years strongly endorsing what Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been doing. So that is also something which we need to look at very carefully. That's the reason why we are seeing the emphasis on the women voters now. The BJP has been doing it since 2014, and this is an extension of that. Swesha.
Oh yes, absolutely, Aishwarya. And while this is what Prime Minister Narendra Modi is doing in Dhar as part of this visit that coincides with his birthday, you're right when you say that the BJP is going all out to celebrate Prime Minister's 75th birthday. From the national award-winning film Chalo Jeete Hain, inspired by the childhood of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. That film is being screened across lakhs of schools and cinema halls for the silent heroes of the society. Apart from that, like you said, celebrations including 2-week-long Seva Pakwara, featuring blood donation camps, cleanliness drives, exhibition of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's achievements and various public discussions. Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta, who's also set to launch various development projects, and the BJP that is set to launch 75 development projects and welfare initiatives during 15 days of the Seva Pakwara.